My God.
Homegirl's been dating a dude maybe a month and a half. He's paying for the hotel. The hotel's about $700 a night. I was like, oh, you got your outfits ready? Did I? She was like, girl, I don't even know if I'm going on Tuesday. I was like, why? She was like, cause this get my flight to the Turks. And I'm like, but he got your flight back with you. You're flying from somewhere else. He's not flying with you. So she's like, yeah, but he planned the trip for us without getting my flight. And I'm like, bro, how much is the flight to get to the Turks from where you at? $380, right? So she lets him know. He's like, to be quite honest with you, it actually didn't cross my mind because I assumed we were booking our flights together. What I will tell you though, I'm very bothered by the fact that you wouldn't even jump on a plane to come for this trip I planned for us.
If your friend actually liked this 380, it wouldn't have even been a thing. The real fact of the matter is she don't really like this.
That's not true.
Bro,
She's excited about him. Every post on her close friend.
I'm saying this is the root of it.
When we started really arguing on the call, I'm like, you went through the whole group chat to tell us how great this guy is, how smart he is, how thoughtful. He got the hotel you wanted.
The driver.
The driver that you didn't need.
When a woman experiences something and really likes it, anything less than that is settling.
Why she ain't just ask for the flight?
It's because she don't really like him.
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
That's not it, Mandy.
See, but I'm not gonna lie.
It's
I feel like that might be it too.
Bro, get you a that's gonna do what you want.
And this why these hoes finna have nobody.
And it's okay to have nobody until the right one comes.
Why does the right one need to do every single thing? Okay, so this is how.
See, and this is why, you know, a lot of women will continue to remain and be single. Like, yo, this man really went out of his way to, you know, buy your flight. He say, look, I got you. Just, I want to see if you got a little bit of skin in the game. But you know what? I'm actually going to have to agree with her. I don't really think she like him like that, because if she did, yeah, like she said, the 380 wouldn't be an issue.
Women be too cool on dating apps sometimes. They be like, oh, my friends dared me to download Hinge. No, they didn't. Nobody tells you to do that. Or they'll be like, the prompt's like the biggest risk you've ever taken. It's always moved across country or downloading this app. Like you want what I want on this app. I hate when people cap. And it's not just women, because like couples in general would do it. They'd be like, oh, how'd you meet? They'll be like, the gym. Like, no, you met online. Y'all seen each other and said, need that digitally. All right, I know why I'm on Hinge. I want to go out for sushi or something, maybe a little nightcap at a bar, and then make out in public, even though we're both too old for that. Like, matter of fact, I love you. First date, first link, I don't care. It's not love bombing if I really feel that way. Like, you know how celebrities get married in like 6 weeks of knowing each other? Like, I actually feel that, bro. Enough of the chit chat. I'm not too cool.
I cannot be with a man that sleeps in all the time. A man should be up by 7 a.m. and 7 a.m. is being nice. You are not Sleeping Beauty. Get the fuck up. You don't got work to attend. You don't got a workout to get in. There's nothing around the house that needs to be done. Your car doesn't need to be washed. The grass doesn't need to be cut. Nothing. You just sleeping the day away. You just chilling. Ugh. Be a man. Get the fuck up. Like, early bird gets the worm. Baby, you are starving. You got nothing. Men don't even require that much sleep. And do I think men should take a rest day? Absolutely. A man that works hard all week deserves a rest day. You need to recharge. Sleep in. Do whatever you gotta do. But that's just your everyday life? You're just chilling. Oh, I wake up whenever, I do whatever. Huh? What? Like, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Today I woke up at a smooth 10:27 a.m. And then I stayed in the bed an extra 40 minutes just on my phone. And when I woke up in a house that I paid for by myself. No cosigner, no spouse, nobody else chipping in on that. All me. If I want to wake up late multiple days a week, I'm going to do just that. Worry about your own alarm clock and hush. Matter of fact, just because I seen that video, I'm going to go back home and go back to sleep. That's the life I'm living. Thriving. Doing all right. Waking up whenever the Lord allows it. Taking my sweet time. Worry about your own alarm clock. And hush.
Respectfully, but disrespectfully, you're doing too much for a man who's not even earned your softness. Now, let me explain. Too many of y'all ask me this question over and over again. Okay, he hasn't texted me. What should I do? Okay, he sent me a text that he wants to do a date, but I haven't heard anything or the date has not been confirmed. And the truth is, I always tell women, especially in the early days of you dating someone, your only job is to show up and be soft. That's it. Okay? You shouldn't be doing manual labor with a man early days in to you getting to know him. Okay? Because I truly believe that it is the man's job to show up, be consistent, call, text, let you know what's going on with the dates, really put in the effort to chase you. It shouldn't be the other way around. So I feel like too often y'all are just doing backwards flips, trying to figure out what's going on with the man. And when I ask you questions around, okay, what has been happening? How has been the communication? Has he been consistent? Y'all look at me and say, huh? What? And you're confused. And the truth is, I always tell women, when you are confused, it's not it. And the only way you know it's it is when you don't have to call me.
If you had to choose, would you rather be desired for your body or your finances?
Finances, absolutely.
Why?
Because financially, I already made it bigger. You know, my body has nothing to do with my status in a way. If I've made it financially, I feel like I made it in life, you know?
Why do so many women prefer to show off their bodies rather than their finances?
I don't know. I think it's easier to show off your body, you know,
Than how much you make.
Yeah.
Are those women objectifying themselves?
No.
No.
Why not?
I mean, God gave you your body. You should be
able
allowed
to
to
flaunt,
show it.
right.
Yeah.
Apparently 45% of Gen Z men haven't ever asked a girl out in the real world. And a lot of the guys are scared of rejection. One comment from a guy said, I asked one girl out and she said, ew, never again. Grow a pair. Oh my goodness. You don't necessarily need to be creepy about it. Just say hi. Why do guys just stare at girls like this? You look like a meerkat. You look like a deer under the headlights because you've seen somebody who has a different gender from you walking past you. You can just be like, hey, you know. How do you speak to an elder lady? One of your grand's friends. You just be like, hey, how's your day been? It's been nice. Why can't we just converse like that? Converse. You don't necessarily need to hit on people. You can just converse normally, like a normal person would, okay? In society, if you want to sell anything or do anything, you have to be able to handle rejection. You're not picking up girls. Why don't you just talk to people, you know? Everybody's equal. Just chat in a nice way, non-threatening way. You will get somewhere, you know?
Okay, I'm just going to say this, and it's going to annoy some people, but it's true, okay? If you claim to be attracted to women, but you don't go down, or you're one of those guys who's oh, that's quite intimate. I really only do that with girlfriends, or just oh, I'm not into the taste, you know, it's a bit rank, it's a bit fishy. Yeah. You just don't really like women as much as you claim to. My kind, lesbians, we go down. It is our life's purpose. Dig deep into what it is you're into, because I would suggest it's not women at all.
I'm 36 years old. You ever get to that point in dating where you meet somebody new and they're actually great, and instead of getting excited, you just think to yourself, I gotta do this all over again? Not because you missed the last person, that's not even it. You're just exhausted from starting over. Same process of learning somebody's fears, their traumas, their attachment styles, blah, blah. Just to wake up one day and realize that this one is not gonna work out either. And after enough times, it's not even heartbreak, it's just emotional fatigue, man. Because part of you still wants intimacy, you still want connection. You want to laugh with somebody, you want to build something together, you want to have somebody next to you. But not just anybody. Not some just to fill that hole. I'd rather be lonely forever than do that. Because the other part of you is terrified of fake intimacy. Calling somebody over just because you're lonely. Texting somebody you know that you don't even really want. using somebody as temporary anesthesia so you don't have to sit alone with your thoughts. Honestly, that weird in-between stage might be the most exhausting part of modern dating, where you crave connection but you no longer have the energy to pretend. Just me?
I think one of the big issues that men have with a lot of these ladies is that they want you to come 100%. I don't want you to come on full way. Well, why don't we meet in the middle? No. You as a man, you gotta lead me. You gotta guide me you gotta prove to me. So a man, you gotta go all the way. Just keep going. Hey, when you gonna come along? Just keep going. Keep going. By the time that man get 100%, she not even moved. She ain't even moved off the starting line. The man is putting in 100%. She's still sitting back there judging him, seeing if she's gonna start. By the time the man gets to 200%, that's when she's like, oh man, I guess I'll do a little bit, but I don't want to do too much. I don't want to do too much means, I guess I'll text first. And it's that slow wanting to do anything that makes a man step back. You're telling me I gotta go 100% and you give nothing. I go 200% and you decided, oh, good morning, my love. That's all I get for 200%. It don't seem like it's worth it. And that's what men are doing. They're checking out of relationships because it's not worth it. You're a nice girl, but the way you treat people is not worth it.
Girl that I dated, she was at a restaurant that I had introduced her to. And she was like, yeah, I'm with this new guy I'm seeing. The place is still amazing. Thank you for putting me on. I did this fly. I called and picked up the check.
Yo, Mo, pack you up, son. The out of here. That ain't no fly. That's some legendary sucker, son. You paid for homie food, too. But you think that's going to make them leave him and run out the restaurant and come running into your arms? So it's not a 90s movie. It's real life. That's some sucker. Gonna pack you all the way up, son. Out of here.
What would you want the minimum yearly income to be for your future husband starting with you?
I put 10 million.
Oh my God. Why?
Well, because rich daddy things, I don't want no brokey absorbing my energy. So I said 10 million. That sounds like in this generation, 18-year-olds are making 10 million. So I don't see why this dude can't make 10 million.
Do you think you're a $10 million woman?
I do. Do you think you are?
She didn't say I didn't say that I was, but I don't think that a man that makes 10 million would want a woman that has busted it wide open on the internet and would marry her.
I mean, there is somebody for everyone, considering you got manipulated and cheated on. I think there's somebody for everyone.
Busted wide open on the internet.
And getting manipulated and cheated on is besides the factor. You came in here bragging about being 16 and lying about it and saying you did.
I also,
do you see the problem?
I might have got manipulated and cheated on, but I also have a man that is way above your caliber and would never date somebody like you. And I am the happiest I've ever been in my life. And I'm comfortable in my own skin that I don't have to bust it wide open on the internet for thousands or millions of people to see, and possibly your future children, which let's hope you don't procreate.
I hope
honestly,
my future children see me busting it open on the internet. I think that's
disgusting.
empowering. I think that's empowering.
Okay.
No, I genuinely think that's empowering.
Girl brain is if you text him and he texts you back right away, ick, get a hobby, call your mom. But if you text him and he takes too long to respond, it's oh my God, does he even like me? Now I'm insecure, I'm not feeling well, but also kind of hot. But also don't be too quick, But if you text him and then he answers too soon, it's also oh my God, he wants it so bad. That's kind of hot. And if you text him and he doesn't answer, ultimate hotness. That is the hierarchy. That is the almighty.
Hey, what's going on here? These birds are mad. I lost brain cells listening to that. Don't know about yous, but I lost brain cells listening to that. Just, do you think a woman back in the day would receive a letter from a fella or a fella that she's speaking to and would go, well, he wrote that a bit too quick, so he can wait a few weeks for me to write back to him? The fuck? No. But yeah, these birds are mad. And she's for the fucking streets. And I lost brain cells listening to that there. Send it back. Stay woke in these streets there. Big brr.
My husband just got home from work, and every now and again I like to surprise him with a beverage already made. So let's do that really quick before he comes in. He's got specialty ice cubes that he likes to use. I hate these because they take forever and they're so hard to get out. Remember I said I hated them? Yeah. Okay. Next up, Jack. You can't go wrong. Well, with me you can, but with him you can't. Not with some Jack. I went a little heavy-handed on that one. Mix it with this half and half iced tea lemonade. While we wait for him to come in, I can hear the garage beeping right now.
Oh, my love.
For you.
You're so sweet.
I think she brought it up because the questions were.
Oh, is this a rage quit? I think it is for a moment.
Don't quit.
Yeah, listen to her. Don't quit.
Come back. Look,
Are you?
we have your back.
Okay, yeah, just take a break. That's all good. Take a breather.
I want to give her a hug. Like she's crying, man. Like yeah, I want to
She's
give her a hug.
crying. That's the goal. Don't you understand?
No.
That's
It's not.
the goal,
It doesn't.
Take some accountability. That's not the goal. The goal is not to make people cry.
No, it doesn't
You're doing that on your own. Take some accountability. My goal is never to make anybody cry. That's a completely ridiculous, ludicrous fucking accusation. You continue your. I was perfectly polite there, and I said, if you need to take a break, take a break. But you double down on your accusations. Never is it ever the goal to make somebody cry. That's on you. Don't put that on me.
I think you should just give her a minute.
She can say that I'm trying to make people cry, but I defend myself and I'm the bad guy for...
I mean, yeah, defend yourself, but give her a minute.
I literally said, go take a break, and I was about to get into it. I was literally trying to move it on.
My
But yeah.
boyfriend actually doesn't like body piercings. That's just something he's not a fan of. And I had my belly button pierced since I was like 16. And he had mentioned it a lot. Like, hey, I don't like that. I don't like it. And so I took it out for him. And
Nice.
I'm happy. Like, if it makes him happy and he likes it, then more power to me and to him.
Sounds like people settle for what they can get versus what they really want.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's, like, your choice. Why would you need your husband's validation? Like, is it really that important?
If your husband said he
Yes,
didn't
it
like
is.
your tattoo, would you get it removed?
Yeah, like, would you cut
Yes, I
your
would.
nipples off if he was like, I don't like your nipples, I think they're too large?
That's completely different.
I think she should end the relationship because of this
That's
small little
mutilation.
thing. I mean,
No.
if he checks all these other boxes and he just wants the piercing out, yeah, bye piercing.
No. He's bye-bye boy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably why you're
I
single.
mean, the
and
other
unhappy.
component
Well, I didn't
here-
get manipulated.
The other component...
How do you know she's unhappy?
Okay,
I'm
let's...
not even gonna comment.
That won't even be a thing. Excuse you.
What?
Bitch, you heard me.
You can have it. You can have some manners.
I said excuse you. Fuck is you talking?
You can have some manners.
Like I
bitch.
said excuse you.
You can have
Fuck is
some
talking
manners.
about? Like I said excuse you. Fuck is you
You see what I'm saying, bro? All I'm gonna say is God give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Cause at that very moment, I'd have gave it to temptation. Just alone where the we at, I would have whooped her. Cause bro, first of all, you hit me with a drink. Cool. Then you came back and punched me in my... Man, the way I would have knocked her head off her shoulders, bro, I don't care. At that point, I'm willing to take all consequences that's coming behind my actions. Cause you cool?
Man has to like you 10 times more than you liking him because then he's the prize. And a real woman ain't chasing no man. You're not sending good morning text first. No, baby, you calling me first.
Wait a minute.
You're checking for me first. You're making sure I got home safely.
In the initial, how you doing, getting to know you. But once we're in a relationship, I still got to do all of this.
I am going to be
by yourself. You ain't going to be by yourself with that attitude, ma'am. I think you need to relax, pump your brakes. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all?
Shot my mother house up with my son inside. And my baby mama take me out to press charges? Dog, listen to his voicemail. She left me, y'all.
Fuck would you call the police on my boyfriend? You know he shot your house up because you took my
son without my permission. That's why he did that. So I just hope you don't press charges because I don't want him to be in jail because of my with you. They just arrested him this morning. Like, I don't have time for this shit. Like, you can get your son. You can have full custody of your son. Just don't press charges on my dude because I want him out. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want him to be locked away. No, that's not fair because of my with you. No, you can get your son if you want him. I don't care. Just don't press charges on my dude because I don't want him to go to jail.
Let a man go to his wife's master's graduation or his sister's wedding?
I think it's quite simple.
What?
I think if it's your sister's first wedding, and my wife agrees.
Well, I'm assuming it's first wedding.
Well, I'm saying
But
if
yeah,
it's
good
the first
point.
wedding,
Yeah,
then you go to the wedding, not even close.
Mhm.
Now, if it's your sister's second, third, fourth
Yeah.
wedding,
if it's second wedding, all bets are off.
Yeah.
I say if this is the scenario, the wife should be apologizing that she's missing the wedding. The wife should, I'm so sorry.
Yep.
I'm graduating, or let me take it one step further, not walk.
The answer is obviously sister's wedding. You go to sister's wedding.
Yeah.
It's just tough.
I'm the shiz naive. You should follow my example. What?
I beg your finest pardon. Goodness gracious. This is exactly why some people say dating in the big 25 is a humiliation ritual. And the saddest part about this is none of these men are probably going to see this TikTok or see the comments and the thousands of people laughing at them. Like this one right here. Oh, it's my turn. And even added receipts, a picture of her boyfriend. Then there was this one. I left and he begged for me back. She didn't even admit that she was cheating. She just wanted to embarrass her boyfriend for the love of the game.
Well, I think the clip they were asking, which one should you go to? Should you go to your wife's master's graduation, or would you go to your sister's wedding? And I think because your wife is your immediate family, you would have to prioritize her master's degree. You'd have to prioritize that. Now, I would wonder if it's something that's online and you can graduate online, right? I would wonder how far along you are. You're 40, 45, you got kids. A lot of people take online classes and they just attend their graduation online is what they do. They don't really go unless that's something that you really, really want to do. Then you got to go. And sister's going to have to understand. Because she'd be doing the same thing for her husband. If her husband said, "Hey, we got to go here," or whatever it is, and it's something as of equal importance, then that's obviously something that you and he would talk about, or he and she would talk about, whichever dynamic it is. Y'all would talk about it and kind of get a game plan there. But if you had to choose, because you married your wife and your wife is now your immediate family. In my opinion, you'd have to go to the graduation.
You want to know something that most women aren't ready to hear? Modern feminism is chivalry.
I don't think they care.
Modern feminism has shifted from seeking equality to promoting superiority and resentment towards men, framing men as oppressors rather than partners and equals. With the birth of modern feminism, there came the birth of the girl boss, I don't need a man. Chivalry was never meant to make women look weak. It was made to create a culture of mutual respect where men acted honorably towards women and acknowledged their virtue and grace. Modern feminism, by demanding sameness instead of equality, has blurred those lines. In trying to erase gender differences, it's erased the gestures that celebrate them. The result of this is now we have an entire generation of men who are not willing to honor, pursue, or protect women. We have this entire generation of men who just want to hook up on the first date, who have no respect for women, who don't hold open the door, who don't buy flowers, and it is because of modern feminism. Not only that, but it is also a result of weak men. There's a reason that our grandparents have the cutest love stories where the men pursued the women and they didn't have sex until they were married, and they respected and honored each other. And now we are seeing the result of the crash and burn of modern feminism, and unfortunately it is affecting a lot of women looking for life partners and a lot of men looking for life partners. Feminism is great. The idea of feminism is great to promote equality, but it has evolved into something that is toxic and dangerous to our society. You want to know something that most women aren't ready to hear? Modern feminism is chivalry. Modern feminism has shifted from seeking equality to promoting superiority and resentment towards men, framing men as oppressors rather than partners and equals. With the birth of modern feminism, there came the birth of the girl boss, I don't need a man. Chivalry was never meant to make women look weak. It was made to create a culture of mutual respect where men acted honorably towards women and acknowledged their virtue and grace. Modern feminism, by demanding sameness instead of equality, has blurred those lines. In trying to erase gender differences, it's erased the gestures that celebrate them. The result of this is now we have an entire generation of men who are not willing to honor, pursue, or protect women. We have this entire generation of men who just want to hook up on the first date, who have no respect for women, who don't hold open the door, who don't buy flowers, and it is because of modern feminism. Not only that, but it is also a result of weak men. There's a reason that our grandparents have the cutest love stories where the men pursued the women and they didn't have sex until they were married and they respected and honored each other. And now we are seeing the result of the crash and burn of modern feminism. And unfortunately, it is affecting a lot of women looking for life partners and a lot of men looking for life partners. Feminism is great. The idea of feminism is great to promote equality, but it has evolved into something that is toxic and dangerous to our society.
I don't think men like women anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that men desire us women anymore. Us real women. I don't think that they value us like they used to. Men aren't really putting out effort.
Why should
They're not putting out any type of effort like they used to. Taking a girl on a date becomes an issue. You know, spending money on a woman is an issue. You should have your own money as a woman. Going out to do something fun is an issue. Why don't you just come over to the house and we could do something in the house? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from New York, but I see women all over the globe complain about what's happening with men nowadays. Is it women that's not making themselves desirable anymore? Because there are beautiful women out here, beautiful women, ambitious women, caring women, nurturing women who are outside looking for love, and men that just can't keep up with that. Like, they're not communicating with them. They're not willing to hang out and do fun things.
Bro, I wouldn't like them either if I was a guy. And I don't like them either. And I'm a woman. They're annoying. They're not dating for love. They're dating for money.
So all the men from my previous post saying that they have found peace by being alone and they're not trying to date because they just want peace. Are you trying to say that we don't bring peace to your life?
You don't care. You never care.
I have to disagree. I do not think that if a woman that you so desired was available to you, you would choose peace over commitment, good meals with conversation, and things like that. So, I'm gonna call your bluff.
There are people who will sleep with you who don't really like you. I didn't even use the word love. They don't like you. They are irritated by you. They don't want to be in your presence. Would rather be with somebody else, but will still have an encounter. And many of you have been duped, thinking that intimacy is going to save it. And it really creates a greater wedge. There are people.
So all the men from my previous post saying that they have found peace by being alone and they're not trying to date because they just want peace. Are you trying to say that we don't bring peace to your life?
You don't care. You never care.
have to disagree. I do not think that if a woman that you so desired was available to you, you would choose peace over commitment, good meals with conversation, and things like that. So, I'm going to call your bluff.
There are people who will sleep with you who don't really like you. I didn't even use the word love. They don't like you. They are irritated by you. They don't want to be in your presence. Would rather be with somebody else, but will still have an encounter. And many of you have been duped, thinking that intimacy is going to save it. And it really creates a greater wedge. There are people.
This is actually something so frustrating to men because they hold themselves back from approaching women since they've been told time and time again that women don't want to be approached. But then here's these women wondering why men aren't approaching them while they're looking like they are having the worst time ever. Which is so frustrating because it feels like a game and meeting new people is tough enough. Especially when you don't want this to be the thing that's eliminating potentially good partners. I mean, there's already enough crazies out there, which is why I always recommend to men to do a public data check on a trusted website like publicdatacheck.com before pursuing.
Women keep asking me, where did all the real men go? Only the elites know the truth. You want to know the biggest psyop in modern history? It's got nothing to do with politics or religion. It's what happened to men in the last 60 years. Before World War II, society had a clear order. God first, family second, community third, country fourth. Men controlled themselves and earned respect by having discipline. Then World War II ended, industry exploded, life got easy suddenly. Average men could now survive comfortably without being exceptional. And this is when the elite's plan started. When life got comfortable, God wasn't the center anymore. Religion became optional. When there's no higher power telling you to stop, your desires become your only guide. Then corporations realized men with discipline don't spend money, but men chasing pleasure spend everything. So they changed the culture to make men weaker and spend more. First, Alfred Kinsey released a study saying cheating and promiscuity were normal. If it's normal, then resisting must be unhealthy. Hollywood changed movie heroes from disciplined family men to impulsive pleasure seekers. Playboy sold a lifestyle where you avoid adulthood forever. Then porn gave men instant, unlimited reward with zero effort. This broke the male development system completely. Before, men needed strength, discipline, and status to earn respect and family. After porn, the same reward required nothing. When you get rewards without work, you stop growing. Here's what people miss. If you want to weaken men, you don't attack men directly. Men base their behavior on what women reward. Change what women reward and men automatically change. This is why women now reward weakness and men became weak. The elite figured this out decades ago. Go look up who owns the porn companies, media companies, and entertainment empires. Follow the money to the boards and investors. Then ask yourself, who benefits from weak, distracted, easily controlled men? If you want to learn how I make 6 figures each month off of content, like this video and follow my page for more.
I guess, I mean, even there, why would we want to follow the page for more content and see how to make money online if you're saying that that's one of the issues? You're not really out there working. You're just out here kind of being lazy. Then maybe we should get out there and work with our hands. You know what I mean? Here we go again. And once again, I understand men have to take responsibility. I get it. Totally, truly, I really do. But I think at some point in time, we have to see what's actually going on. Well, the men are start doing it and the women, this, and this. Do you know that women can do bad irrespective of what's going on with men? And a lot of times they are doing bad irrespective of what's going on with men. Even if you want to talk religion and the Bible, did Adam tell that girl to go over there and eat of the fruit? No. She went over there by herself. She was already thinking about doing it. How many times had she passed that tree before somebody came through and said, that looks really good. Why don't you go over there? Why don't you give it a try? That's what she was doing. Didn't have nothing to do with Adam. She wanted to do that. That's why she was over there. So what they've done is they've got women, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Is they've got women out here acting a certain way and doing certain things. Well, the men got to get back in place. The men got to get in place, but the women got to know their place. Period. End of story, man. Come on now.
Regardless, I'm never doing laundry on a first time
Okay,
at someone's
so
house.
the first time a girl comes over to my house, I want her to fold my laundry. The first time y'all go to a guy's house, he wants to blow his load in your face.
Wow.
He wants to inside you, and many of you oblige them. So you'll let a guy in the back of your throat, but I'm Mr. Wholesome over here. Let's do some laundry. I'm the bad guy, but y'all be choking on. Y'all be y'all be letting some dude deep sometimes without a condom, and I'm the fucking bad guy. I'm the bad guy. I expect a woman to do laundry, but y'all be dealing with dudes who expect to be deep in your pussy.
I think it is.
Y'all expect a guy to be you're gonna be gagging on his.
Not the first time that you go over to their house. Again,
No, if you're willing to sleep with a man, you should be okay with folding his laundry. I'm sorry, but that's the truth of it.
What do you think about needy guys?
No, we don't like that.
No?
No. Immediately, no. I kind of with it, I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you love that obsessive behavior.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You're sleeping and they won't let go of you. They're just all over you all the
That's how I
time.
am. That's how I am.
And then last question here. What are your thoughts on hookups?
Love them. Love
You
them.
love them?
Love them.
Really?
You said thoughts on what?
Hookups.
We love them. I hate them.
You hate
Yeah,
them?
I hate them.
Who's done them here?
What?
Who's done them here?
Hookups?
Yeah.
We've only
They got quiet real quick. They got real quiet. You? You love them, I'm assuming.
But I don't do them.
You don't do them anymore.
No.
We'll just stay quiet. What about you guys?
I've only had 2 hookups, so like, I don't like them.
I'm asking because
Lie.
look, I'm asking because I'm a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, I just want to know from women with experience what they think. You know? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Until I lose my virginity, I'm gonna ask these loser questions.
You want to know something? Women are the absolute cruelest creatures on this planet.
And, things I see that women do, things I know and heard that women do, the paternity issue, how these women lay next to a man for years, looking a kid in the eyes for years, knowing there's no relation, how good men get stomped out, how kids are just used for a check. I've come to the conclusion that I think women are just pure evil. Like, I really think women are just pure evil. Women are naturally evil beings, I believe. And only a woman who's honest about our natural nature of being deceptive can change it. Like, for example, I know that naturally there's a selfish, gimme, I want that type of way about me. So, about people, period, but especially women. So if you can't be honest and say that that's in there, then you can't deal with it and address it. And so I've noticed that the women who say they're the dopest, they're the this, they're the that are usually the worst because you have to acknowledge the beast in you in order to tame it. And so I really just think most women are naturally evil. Period. I just think they're evil. And not even just how they deal with men and kids makes them evil, but how they deal with each other. Women are so jealous, deceptive, conniving. Like, you can just feel the evil when you are in the presence of certain women. You can walk in a room and you just feel the dagger.
Do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years' time, starting with you?
I think so, actually, yeah.
Okay, you're 28, better looking in 10 years' time at 38?
Yes, yeah.
48?
Yes.
58?
Yes.
68?
I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I got good genetics. I'm gonna say yeah. My family,
You got
they're healthy, beautiful skin, and yeah.
50 years, 78, better looking?
I would say I'm just gonna be beautiful regardless, you know.
You're 25, better looking in 10 years' time at 35?
Definitely better looking because I'm going to get surgery.
You're 23, better looking in 10 years' time at 33?
Honestly, yeah, I would say I do have a lot of potential.
I did an all black bang. There was just me and 13 guys.
Wow.
And the only rule was I was in charge. It was for me. It wasn't for them, it was for me.
Right.
The cum is for me, so you've got to put it on my face, or you've got to put
to
it
me.
somewhere visual.
The cum belongs to me.
It does.
Yeah.
She nasty. I knew she was nasty when I seen that shirt. That cheetah print shirt showed me everything that I needed to know about this woman. And that bob, that blonde bob, filthy. You're disgusting. I love you.
The lack of self-reflection in the Black community really does need to be studied.
Decent! Mind you, decent is the new standard and it's fucking sad, bitch.
You would think that when you see a video that is talking about an epidemic of single women, that those women would then take the time to reflect, like, hey, what is it that we're doing that all of us are here single?
Where are the men? Where are the men?
Too many women are following in the footsteps of other women that have led to their singleness, assuming that it's not going to lead you also to singleness.
To put up with this I don't mean some of us are happy with being single.
We know a lot of y'all aren't happy with being single. If we're trying to get a man and that man does not want us, but all these other ones do, that's because those men are on your level, babe. And the one up there isn't.
When y'all see a good man, y'all want him. That's another issue. We'll get into another video.
Why do we have to get into that in another video? Why can't we get into that right now?
If your woman is working a full-time job, managing the home, raising your children, and maintaining herself while you just go to work, come home, eat, and sleep, she's the man in your relationship. And you're just a child that she's taking care of. The ancient Vedas were so explicit about what real masculinity is. It's defined by a man who leads and takes care of the feminine in his life. A real man is asking, where is she stretched right now? How can I step in? That's leadership. She will literally respect you more as a man, find you way more attractive, desire you more when you can show that you're leading her and taking care of her rather than her doing it to you. And that comes with recognizing how much she is doing and you just showing up more. Step up as a man or just step aside.
Every single person with a septum piercing are the same crazy bit online that cancel everyone and go crazy and are weird.
Why do you like to make fun of my septum piercing?
Zoom in on that. That's why.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Most of the times when you see it, you can expect some crazy dumb. I literally saw a video the other day with a female with one of those piercing, and it turns out that she wasn't talking some dumb. And I was shocked. I'm not even gonna lie.
If men started saying, I don't date single moms, the way that women say, I don't date broke men, would that be seen as preference or prejudice?
It will be seen as prejudice by some women, I imagine, but preference by men. But the answer is it's preference.
I feel like just because a woman has a baby, that doesn't mean it's the end for them. Like, if it didn't work out with their baby daddy, they still have a chance to find their person. I love when men take on women with babies. Like, I'm like, that's amazing.
I think it would be seen as prejudice, although I think it's fair. I think if you don't want to date someone who has a baby, whether you're a woman or a man, I think that should be your choice, and I think it's completely fair.
Why is it not seen as prejudice when women don't want to date broke men?
Because you don't want anyone to be leeching off of you. I think men and women should be completely equal as far as like how much they work and bring to the table, but the truth is like women do carry children, and if they have to be out of work for a while, then the men should be able to make up for that. So I would not date someone who's broke.
So I'm giving up on this female generation. I got a girl's number last night. I texted her today, like a gentleman. Said, hey, it was nice to meet you. She said, which one are you? Weird thing to say. I told him the one that got your number outside of the bar last night. She said, I gave my number to about 10 dudes. My sister in Christ. You don't say that, you weirdo. I didn't know what to say, so I just said, I was the black one. She said, oh, how was I? I got defensive. I said, the is that supposed to mean? She goes, well, usually I'm just not into black dudes. I said, well, last night you were. Last night you were. I rode the lie. She said, what's your Instagram? So I blocked her.
I thought Pop and Posey was just dancing. I thought it was like twerking.
That's what I thought.
Well, I knew that that's what you meant.
Yes, that's what I meant.
But like once the internet makes you a
Yeah.
They're looking at Joe. Joe.
That's my wife, yo.
That's his wife.
That's my wife for the time being.
It's
That's my wife. What's going on?
We have a Kalshi market, by the way. There's a Kalshi market that's been made. Will Akash and Jesseline divorce before 2027? I just want to point that out. Okay.
2027? We have like a long way.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
We're trying to rebrand you right now, Jesseline. I gotta wait that long.
And these modern women are going to continue to talk about weird stuff. I mean, it's funny because modern women, they are upset with men because, you know, men have locker room talk. But then modern women, if you can believe it, they don't even have the common decency to have locker room talk. They won't even keep it private. They will be out here in the middle, just all online, talking about this type of stuff. We don't want men to sexualize us. We don't want men to objectify us. But yet, we're going to get online and talk about sexual stuff and things that would make us an object. Not only are we going to do that, we're going to do that type of stuff again. And we're going to live in that, and we're going to say that's our truth. But we don't want you looking at us and talking about us as if we're just a thing. We're more important than that.